Hello YouTube, today is September 19th, 2019, and I wanted to do a video because I haven't done one in quite some time. I've had some things happen in my life that have definitely changed my perspective on a lot of things, but one thing I do want to touch on is when I transitioned, I was confident in the decision to the extent where I thought that I would be single, because I just thought it would be such an awkward and uncomfortable predicament to be in. And I dated after I transitioned, and then I stayed single for a little over a year. Just really getting to know myself and knowing what I wanted out of a relationship, and getting past the superficial and past the happily ever after, and really getting into what I wanted and what I thought it would take for me to have somebody that I was compatible with. And I've had some very difficult, trying times, but let me backtrack. About a year ago, I reconnected with someone that initially I just thought we were meeting for a dinner date and to catch up on old times, and she was just getting out of a relationship. So I had already been there and done that quite a few times, and it didn't end in my favor. So this time I proceeded very, very slowly, and she is a very supportive, caring, decisive person that doesn't ever make me question who I am or what I am, or make me feel any less of a man. So I had a major loss in March, very, very major to this day. A loss that I won't easily ever get over, and she stood by my side and tried to understand where I was coming from, and respects my need for space and my need for grief. And I guess what it really boils down to is that she loves me enough to understand that my loss is her loss, because a piece of me is gone now. And I really never thought that I would find somebody that unconditional and that faithful and that selfless, to be honest with you. And about a month after that, I was being moved out of my position of my job that I so very much enjoyed and appreciated. But the loss of my job wasn't nearly as detrimental as the loss of my nephew. So, point being, I'm very grateful that I found someone, and I know it's possible. And anatomy is just an anatomy at that point. I think that when you find someone that you're mature enough with and have that connection with and that love for, I really think that it's so much deeper. This relationship is on such a different level than I've ever experienced, and I'm so grateful that it came my way when it did, because I really don't know what I would do if I didn't have her. So to any trans women or men out there that happen to stumble across my video and think that this decision has made you somehow less desirable, it hasn't. You just need to find the right person. I'm proud to say that I don't have conflict in my relationship. It's a mutual respect. There's unconditional trust. I would never do anything to lose her trust. That's something that I honestly think I've only done in one other relationship, and the rest of them I've kind of just been whatever with. So when I started my new job about 6 weeks ago, I decided to disclose my transition to my new supervisor so that she wasn't taken off guard or wasn't informed by a different employee. Now, granted, I know she could have never asked about it because it's I'm sure that's something that's protected. It's something I'm not ashamed of. It's something that it's just a matter of fact. That way, if she comes across my file, I've been where I'm working almost 14 years. I mean, most of the people at the casino know me, so it was bound to come up eventually. My manager, fortunately, I worked with him when I was in the cage, and I also saw him when I was in slots, and now I work for him, and I think he's an absolutely a great manager. I got really lucky. The company didn't do anything to make me not be loyal to them. They've supported my transition, like I've said before, and I decided to stay with the company. So in losing the job, though, I have weekends off, and I get to work 3/10, so me and my girlfriend and my kid get to go and do things together that I wasn't able to do before without this schedule. So I try to see the bright side of everything, even in losses. Some I can't seem to find a positive in, but I continue to go through the motions of life, and I know this is a storm I'm in, and eventually it will end, and I'll get my motivation back. I haven't gone to the gym. I kickstart it, and then I lose momentum, or the schedule gets in my way. So I've gained probably about 10 pounds back. I don't have as much muscle tone. But I think I might have lost a little bit too much over the past six months, to where I was about 150 at one point, and I don't think it looked very good on me. Getting older, I'll be 40 this year, so I gotta keep aware of my checks and balances as far as my weight, my condition, my abilities to still gain muscle, to still trim up and stuff. So I don't know. As far as any other progress, I mean, my beard is coming in better than it ever has. I still don't have any chest hair. That's not a hickey. That looks like, I don't know what that is, but probably just a shadow. I don't know, but it's not a hickey. And that's about it. I really don't have much more to report. I hope everyone's doing well. I will do another video soon, and maybe I'll have something more relevant or interesting to talk about at that time. So I hope everyone's doing well, and I'll see you soon.